Hello everyone, I am Manish and this is part 15 of SAP Business One tutorial, and in this video we will see how to add validations on custom form so that your form can behave in a good way. So let's start. So these are the four validations we will see today. The first one is add new line on the selection of warehouse in the matrix. So in this validation, we are adding new line in a matrix once we have added data for first line, or you can say in current line. So we are doing this activity on the selection of warehouse in the current line. So once you have selected the warehouse in a current line, it will add new line into the matrix. Now come to the validation second. Removing blank records from matrix before adding the document. So in this validation, we are removing the blank line from the matrix, blank row from the matrix, so that blank data cannot be saved into the database. Now come to validation 3. In validation 3, setting fields editable falls in OK mode while navigating the form. What happens in standard form? When you are navigating after menu click of previous, next, last and first, forms open in a OK mode and thus few of the fields become not remain not editable. So similarly we will do with our custom user defined form. Now come to the validation 4. Reloading default value like series and document number in add mode. So once you have added a current document, your form should be open in add mode and with the default values. So these four things we will discuss one by one and we'll see in the user defined form. So let's come to SAP Business One. So we'll see one by one validation, why these validations are important and make our form very responsive. So let me open the UDO form and come to the first validation, in which we will see how to add new line into the matrix after successfully adding the first line data. So I have selected the business partner and item code, quantity, and then price, and then warehouse. So you can see the form should behave like, once I have completed first row of record, then there should be automatically one new line into the matrix so that I can add new record into the matrix, but it is not doing for us. So we will see after adding the validation, because we are doing in our validations that it will add a new row after selection of warehouse. So let me move to the code and show you what I have done. So let me uncomment. So in choose from list event, after selection of warehouse from the list, what we are doing, we have added these line of codes and we are getting the item code for the current row and checking if it is not blank, then we are adding new row in a matrix, and then we are clearing the new row from the garbage value, and after that we are setting controls to the item code column of the new row. So let me run this application and we'll see is it behaving like expectation or not. So let me run and come to the SAP. So you can see it is adding new row for us after selection of warehouse. So this is the validation we have put it. You can also put to add new line after selection of item code as per your requirement, but I have thought that it would be better to add new line after selection of warehouse. That's why I have done it, and it is also working. Let me add data for second row also. You can see after each selection of warehouse it is adding new row. So we have completed our first validation. Now come to the second validation. In second validation we are removing the blank record from the matrix, because what happens, I have added my item code UDF as an mandatory, so it will not take blank value. When you will add when you will going when you are going to add this form, it will not allow you to add blank record into the item code. So let's try. You can see it's giving error. Cannot insert the value null into the column item code u underscore item code UDF. So for removing these blank record, what we have done comes under validation 2. So let's move to the code. So this is the code. Let me uncomment and explain it. So on the item press after event, what we are doing, we are checking is it a default button. So if it is, then we are checking the matrix should must have more than 0 records. After that we are checking is this the form mode is in add mode. If it is, what we are doing in next statement, we are getting item code value of the last row, and with the help of this property we are getting last index of the matrix, because this property return the number of rows into the matrix. So we are getting item code value inside this variable and then checking. If it is blank, then we are flushing data from the matrix to the DB data source, and then we are removing the blank row from the matrix. So you know why I have wrote this code matrix.row count -1, because the index of the DB data source is start with 0 and the index of the matrix started with 1. Hence always the DB data source index remains 1 lesser than matrix index. So in the next statement we are again loading data from the DB data source to the matrix. So in this way we are removing the blank record from the matrix so that it can not save a blank record into the database. So let me run this application and we'll see what will happen. Close this one. Item code. Keyboard. So you can see there is a blank row at this moment also. So once now we have added the validation, and at this time when we are going to add this document, it before adding document, what our validation code will do, our validation code will remove the blank row and then we'll save it. So as we have wrote this event on item press after event, let me press this add button and we'll see you can see we have successfully added this document. So we have completed our second validation. Now come to the third validation. The third validation is to make fields on the form non-editable in case of navigating the document. What earlier it was happening, it was at the time of navigating the documents, the fields document number uh, series are editable. So let me show you first. You can see these fields are editable. Somebody can come and can change the document number, can change the card code. So therefore we should make these fields non-editable while navigating, and it is a behavior of good form. So let's come to the code and we'll see what we are doing for this. So here let me stop the code, uncomment the code. So you can see on menu click of navigations we have called this function to make it non-editable, make these fields non-editable. Menu ID 1219, 1291, 1289, 1288. These menus are for previous, next, move, last and first. So let's come to this function, we'll see. So inside this function we are setting the attribute of these four columns to make these fields non-editable. So the first parameter is attribute, that could be a editable or visible, so we are taking as an editable. And the second parameter is the form mode. Here is the value 1, which is for OK mode, and the last parameter is false, because we are making editable false. So with the help of this function we are making these four fields non-editable. So let me run this application and we'll see in a screen. Let me navigate directly, because we have done the changes in on click of navigation button. So let me navigate directly. So you can see these four fields are not editable now. You can see similarly for last, you can see now it's working and no one can edit these four fields. So we have completed our third validation. Now come to the fourth validation. In fourth validation we are doing code for open our form with add mode and with default values, either on click of this button or after successfully added this form. Once you have added this form, your form should open in add mode with a default value. So let me show you in code what we have done. This is the code we have done for open our form with default value in add mode. So let me uncomment. In menu click, this is called on item pressed, and once again this function is being called on menu click. Let me show you here. You can see this is the add menu unique ID as I have shown into screen. So go to this definition and here you will see these line of codes are for adding the document number and document series into the form. We have already explained this line of code in our video 9, so you can go through that if you are not clear with this. So what I have done, I have added these line of code inside this function and calling this function on click of add menu unique id, and again we are calling this function in item press after event and successful add of the document. As you can see, item unique id is 1 and document is successfully add. It means action successful equals to true, and calling this same function. And this is on item press event. So let me run this application and will show you the behavior of this form at this moment. So let me navigate. Now let me click on this button and we'll see. You can see the form is in add mode with a default value like document number and series, And now let me, the second point of this add mode. Now let me show you. Let me add. After adding of this document, your form should open in add mode with the default values. You can see it's behaving as expected. So these are the 4 important validations everyone expecting with their form. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments regarding this, you can do, and if you have any questions, you can also put. Thank you for watching.